Warm weather is finally boosting our motivation to get out and ride the bike free from the shackles of heavy winter clothing. And with it, our concerns turn to riding fast and toppling some personal best times, setting a sportive target, or lining up that first road race. Okay, so it's not all about the bike, as someone famous once said, but there's nothing like riding a fast bike to flatter your fitness. So here are 6 bikes that will appeal to anyone who likes riding as fast as possible. These bikes are ideal for everything from road and crit racing to fast sportive riding, or just anyone that wants to get out on a Sunday morning and have a fast blast around the country lanes. This list could be much longer, but what bikes are you excited about riding, racing, or buying this summer? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments section. We really love the debate. Right, so let's fire this list into action. How much? Yes, at 500 quid short of 10 grand, this Merida is jolly expensive. But less expensive builds using the same frame are available, but if it's a race replica you want, then this is the bike for you. The REACTO is all about aerodynamics. Every tube shape subscribes to the NACO profiles used by the aerospace industry, and it's been tested in a wind tunnel. It's designed to carve cleanly through the air, causing as minimal drag as possible. Merida has also introduced a one-piece cockpit in the shape of the Vision Metron 5D integrated handlebar stem. The head tube and top tube have been sculpted to work specifically with that cockpit, and it's a dedicated headset spacers. Disc brakes are becoming more common on new road bikes, and now to aero race bikes. The difference between the rim version is 1 measly watt of drag when tested at 28 miles an hour, so you can have better braking performance without the fear of discs spoiling the aerodynamics on this bike. I know what you're all asking, but how does it ride? The overall feeling is one of solidity. The REACTO is quick off the mark and responds beautifully to surges in effort when you're trying to get over a gap, close one down, or just trying to stick to someone's wheel who's digging in really deep. Now, with all this talk of aerodynamics and speed, it's easy to forget about comfort, but that's an important consideration, even on a performance-minded bike like this. The REACTO is certainly very comfortable, especially for an aero road bike with clearance for tyres no wider than 25mm. But overall, the Merida REACTO Disc Team E is an excellent pro-level race bike. It's designed for aero efficiency, it's fast to react, it's comfortable, and it has a superb spec. Okay, not many of you are going to fork out £9,500, but the more accessible models in the range also look really attractive options. Offering most of the performance of the top of the range S-Works model, but the substantially lower price, the new Specialized TARMAC Pro is a highly appealing race and fast performance bike, finished off with one of the best paint jobs we've seen since 1996. Or at least, so I'm told, I'd have only been 3. The new 6th generation Tarmac is the best Tarmac yet. It's lighter, aerodynamic, and the handling is spot on, and it's as fast as you like. It's comfortable and one of the best high-end race bikes currently available. The steering is a particular highlight. The bike responds to your inputs at the handlebar really well, being neither too fast nor too slow when steering into the corners and bends. It's a really easy bike to ride at pace, and it takes very little time to get accustomed to it. There's no lack of stiffness evident when sprinting to the finish line, and out of the saddle efforts reveal a climbing ability that's on par with any other high-end race bike. But perhaps it's not the stiffest race bike on the market. There's just enough softness to ensure it's a very usable bike for a wide range of situations and at any speed. Add in clearance for up to 28mm tyres and it would make an exceptional sportive choice. And if your wallet can't stretch to the Tarmac Pro, there's always the cheaper Tarmac Expert to consider. But if you can afford it, the Tarmac Pro offers a stunning performance, great looks, and though perhaps not the best value for money. Bringing a bit of French flair to this video is the striking AIRCODE from LAPIERRE, a bike which has been updated for 2018 and follows the aerodynamic trend popular in the road bike market at the moment. Don't discount this SL900 Ultimate model as being a full-on aggressive speed machine for the pros only. Under all those swoops and arcs is a bike that will tackle a bit of everything and do it all really quickly. The geometry of the frame is long and low, which allows you to get into a pretty aero, flattish back position for the majority of the ride, so that you can literally sit there and just tap out the rhythm. You'll be amazed how quickly you can cover the miles on this thing. With an all-up weight of just 7 kilograms, undulations in the terrain don't really faze the AIRCODE either, so you can just flick through a couple of gears and stay right on top of it. Now, even for a pro-level race machine, the AIRCODE SL Ultimate is an unbelievably quick handling bike. But this can translate into twitchiness at slower speeds, like when you're working your way through town centres and traffic. so you need to be smooth and relaxed with it. Try and wrestle it and you'll be making constant tweaks this way and that. Costing 7 grand, the LAPIERRE is a lot of money, but compare it with the MERIDA with a broadly similar level of equipment and it doesn't look that bad a value. In fact, it looks really good for all the Dura Ace Di2 and Mavic carbon wheels that you get. But it's perhaps not the fastest aero bike we've tested. If it's a blisteringly fast, seat of your pants ride that you want, this probably isn't quite the bike for you, but it is still very quick, extremely easy to live with, provided that you've got the experience to cope with that really fast handling. We didn't intend for this video to be all about aero bikes, but here's another brand new one from ORBEA. It's actually the Basque company's first dedicated aero bike, and for a first attempt, we're highly impressed. On the road, it displays all the speed potential you could ask for. All the frame and fork tubes are shaped to reduce drag, with a really deep down tube and wide stance fork blades. Even the handlebar is smooth for an aerodynamic design. And all that development ensures it's an exceedingly quick bike. It's right up there with the Trek Madone, Cervelo S3 and Canyon AIRCODE. As super quick aero bikes, it's a top contender. And it's not just fast in a straight line either. Corners and the art of going round them also define a road bike, and ORBEA's handling is a highlight. It really helps set it apart from some aero bikes that can be exceedingly quick in a straight line, but a little lacking when it comes to the way they ride and translate your inputs into actions. The ORBEA is also fun and engaging, putting a smile on your face when you're descending or chasing a friend along one of those undulating ridge roads. And in our book, that's just as important as the grin induced by speed of a bike. Going fast and having fun doing it is really important to us. The nice thing about buying an ORBEA is a no-cost option to customise both the build and look of the bike, with a raft of paint colours to choose from. It's a cool feature, and we'd love to see more bike companies offering this level of customisation. So there's a lot to like about the new ORBEA ORCA Aero, and for the company's first attempt at an aero road bike, it's deeply impressive. We love the way this bike rides. It's fast, and there's no doubt about that, but it's also agile and nimble and fun to ride, and the smoothness is really impressive too. The new Bianchi Aria disc is an aero road bike that offers efficiency, sharp handling and a responsive character, now with the additional all-weather assurance of disc brakes. At the price, £3,350, it's a sizable investment, but hey, it's a Bianchi in the iconic Celeste paint job, so what more could you ask for? The Aria exhibits many tried and tested features we've come to associate with aero road bikes over recent years. The frame tubes and fork legs, for example, are slim and deep. The down tube is dropped in close behind the front wheel, the seat tube is cut away around the leading edge of the rear wheel, and the skinny seat stays, which join the seat tube low down to reduce the frontal area. The Aria is also available with rim brakes if you don't like discs, and the geometry is nearly identical between the two models, apart from the chainstays, which are a smidgen longer on the disc bike. But anyone who says they can notice a difference is having you on, let me tell you. The ride is firm, but the 28mm tyres go some way to softening that ride quite a lot, soaking up the road buzz. The Vittoria Severo Pro tyres are okay, but we'd be inclined to swap them for some faster rolling tyres when they wear out. It really is a shame that Bianchi hasn't used the budget to spec better tyres in the first place, considering how much tyres have an impact on the performance of a bike. The Bianchi Aria disc might not offer quite the same spark and dynamism of a higher level Bianchi Ultras or rival aero bikes, but it's still a very good bike, built with tried and tested aero features. Putting the aero matters to one side though, the Aria disc still has a lot to recommend it. This bike responds quickly and handles sharply. If you're a performance-focused rider, whether a racer or simply someone who just likes to ride fast, it's certainly worthy of some serious consideration. Fast, stiff and direct, with great handling, the brand new BMC TEAMMACHINE SLR 01 Disc 2 is a highly capable carbon fibre race bike, with the hydraulic disc brakes delivering impressive stopping ability and great control in all weathers. It's one of the benchmark disc-equipped race bikes, which might sound like a grand statement, but it really is that good. The TEAMMACHINE is now available with disc brakes, as previously mentioned, with only a small weight penalty over the non-disc version and a host of other changes. The new computer-designed frame and fork provide distinctive appearance with lots of cool details. Check out the clever internal brake hosing that goes under the stem and into the head tube as an example of that. And you know the bike is stiff when you look at the gargantuan down tube. it dwarfs a drain pipe for girth. What it does ensure is massive stiffness. This is a very responsive and direct handling bike. Set against that massive down tube are the skinniest of skinny seat stays. Their small profile and low attachment point to the seat tube, along with a narrow seat post, ensure the seated comfort is impressive here for a race bike. It's not quite sofa surfing soft as an endurance bike, but it's light years ahead of race bikes, which a few years ago would punish you on rough roads. Add into all that the ability to accommodate up to a 28mm tyre thanks to the disc brakes, and you have an option to tailor the bike for longer rides if that's something you're more into than bashing around a crit circuit for an hour. It might not be the biggest bargain going, but the new BMC TEAMMACHINE SLR01 Disc 2 is one of the best carbon fibre disc brake equipped race bikes we've yet tested. It packs some impressive technology and integration and combines impressive stiffness with a surprising comfort, producing a bike that's right at home in a frantic road race or a relaxed sportive. So there you go, there are 6 really fast bikes that we've tested recently here at road.cc. Obviously, there are plenty more out on the market, and we want to hear what you guys think are the fastest road bikes out there. So hit us up with your suggestions in the comments below. If you like this video, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to road.cc for more videos like this every single week. I've been Matt, thanks for watching, I'll see you again next time.